Hi, I'm Neil.
Hi, I'm Simon.
Hi, I'm Kev.
And we're Templeton Pek from the UK.
As a three, we worked on a bar at Birmingham Academy, which is a big concert venue in the centre of Birmingham. But Neil and Kev met way earlier. They'll tell you their story.
Me and Kev have kind of known each other since school and kind of had some kind of band going at some point, and then when we met Simon, it kind of got a little bit more serious. So that's the short story. It comes from a TV series called The A-Team, which was in the 80s, and it's one of the characters like real names in it. It's no reference to anything other than, we used to watch 80s TV when we were kids. That's about it, really. There's no real meaning behind it. It's just a name. Yeah, we watched stuff like that when we were kids, like Baywatch and Knight Rider and The A-Team, Airwolf, various other things like that. Describe our music style.
I think live it's kind of punky. On record it's more kind of straight rock. But there's a cross between the two.
High energy,
yeah,
I think would be a good description.
And a delay pedal.
Like The Edge.
Okay, what, from all of our albums or recently? That's a tough one. I'll let you answer that first.
I think my favourite song overall is No Association, because I think that's a song where we took a step up of people taking a bit more notice, which we don't play now. We should.
Play it later.
But out of the latest stuff, Clarity is my favourite, but that's because I enjoy playing the drums live too.
I think my favourite is our recent EP. I think of those, I would say my favourite song is Signs, just because I enjoy playing it, and I think as far as the recording goes, it sounds pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out.
I like all the fast ones. I like our first single, If All Else Fails. I think that's a good song. Barriers as well, I like that. And probably off our new EP, Call to Disarm, which is our next single, out at the end of May.
Yes.
Ish.
Yeah, there's an album coming in the summer. We can't give you too many details, but it's the biggest thing we'll have ever done, ever. And we can't wait. Yeah, so watch this space.
News is coming, but we can't say just yet.
Okay.
It's not really, well, maybe it is spontaneous. We don't really kind of sit down and think, this is the kind of songs we want to kind of write, or these are the kind of themes and lyrics we want to kind of write. It just kind of comes out when it comes out, whether we have like riffs or melodies and stuff, and we kind of jam things together.
That's all it ever is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just see what we enjoy playing, and then make it work, so that when we play it live, we enjoy ourselves.
It's like me and Neil will get an idea of a guitar riff and then some kind of melody, and then we'll kind of write the basic of the song, together, and then we'll show Simon. If he likes it, we carry on. If we don't, we start again. Basically,
We know pretty quickly if it's going to work.
yeah.
We usually have a pretty fast turnaround when we write songs as well. I think for writing for the album as well, especially, it becomes almost like a conveyor belt where we've kind of like have songs in different stages. So maybe we've just got like riffs to start with, and other songs will have lyrics, and other songs will have maybe recorded a rough demo. So we've always kind of got songs on the go in different stages. So it's not like we kind of go, right, we have to sit down and write an album now. There's always songs going on in different stages.
Write a lot more than we need.
Yeah.
And then pick up favourites.
I think it's always best to write more than you need, because then I guess when it comes to picking an album, you have as many songs as possible, and then you can pick basically the best of all those songs. And we usually end up going back to the songs we don't use and reworking them, making them better songs anyway. So it's always good to have too much, if anything. What ideas?
Dreams. No, I think it's, I don't know, generally you think in riffs, don't you?
Yeah.
You think in energy.
I don't think it's not a case of sitting down and thinking about it really. It is literally a case of what comes out, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But glad for really in our case, a lot of it does.
Funniest.
I think recently we played a show in Cologne. We were playing a club night, so we weren't on stage till like
1 a.m.
Yeah, 1 a.m, something like that. So the club was really packed, really busy, and we were getting ready to go on stage. And before we go on stage to a show, we like to jump around, get ourselves excited and pumped to get onto stage. And I think we made our way to the stage. We had to go through the crowd to the stage, and we were really excited, jumping around. And me and Kev got on stage, and we realised we didn't have our guitars with us. We got so excited,
We're still in the dressing
we
room.
forgot. So we had to walk back all the way back through the crowd to get our guitars, and then walk all the way back through to the crowd again. I was just like that.
I was just sat on the drums, kind of waiting.
Yeah,
Idiots.
that was quite embarrassing, but it turned out to be a good show, so we don't care.
Yeah, it was good.
Good question.
That's a good question. Personally, I'm not listening to a lot of music because we're kind of in a writing stage, and I often find if I listen to a lot of bands I like, you tend to starts coming out in the songs, and then you go, oh no, we can't do that. It's the same as that other band, and I don't like it personally.
The last recent thing that I bought or listened to was probably Rise Against His Endgame, which is an awesome album. But yeah, it's the same thing really. I mean, we haven't really been listening to a lot of music, more playing it, to be honest.
Not new music anyway.
Yeah, not recent, like within the last year or so.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
I think, our off time is spent doing the band, really.
Yeah.
Kind of like whether
Yeah.
it's always there's stuff going on. If we're not rehearsing, then we're constantly in touch, especially with the new kind of behind the scenes setup. There's a lot going on at the moment, and we're still in control. So it's a process of whether management or label or us have an idea. We'll all discuss it, and we'll all have a big input. So there's been a lot of decisions that have needed discussing lately.
I think especially at this stage, planning a third album, especially with writing and what we want to do, like music video wise and artwork, and there's always stuff going on, whether we're talking to management or like within ourselves or stuff. So yeah, it's pretty much full on all the time, especially at the moment, to be honest. Destroy a hotel room.
Maybe with smell.
Maybe.
Not physically.
Bad smelly feet.
We usually haven't had time. Usually we have hotel rooms for about 2 hours because we're always like travelling too late. We hire a hotel room and we have about 2 hours sleep, and then we have to leave again. So we don't have time to even sleep, let alone destroy a hotel room. So
the hotels we're in are so cheap that everything's kind of nailed down.
yeah,
Can't.
kind of like jail cells. So yeah, we don't have time to be like that. If we did, then maybe we would. Oh, the first time we can wreck things.
We can afford to wreck it.
Yeah.
As long as somebody else picks up the bill,
Yeah.
yeah, all good. I'd be green because it's my last name.
It's got an easy answer.
Yeah.
My favourite colour's red, so red.
Why?
Why?
Danger.
Danger Barford.
Yeah. What's going to happen?
I like
red
purple.
style, I don't know.
I've answered the question.
Yeah, I like purple just because it's a nice colour. No other reason.
Why red?
It's just always been my favourite since playgroup.
Since playgroup.
Favourite colour? Crayon? Felt tip pen? Lego?
There you go, there's an exclusive.
And the red is for the law.
Yeah, I could have said that.
Damn it!
danger.
Yeah. Pocket. I've got a smartphone because that's we're always
Phone,
stuff going on.
not a lot of money.
Nothing impressive.
I have a phone. And I have the volume knob fell off my guitar, so I have to fix it.
Ibanez.
Yeah.
Plectrum. Essential.
Thanks for coming to these shows. The past week's been pretty amazing. You know, towns we haven't played before, and kids who haven't seen us before, yet they know the words and they go crazy. And
People travelling long distances just to make a show. It's been
yeah,
really cool.
makes it worthwhile.
Mm.
So,
Thank you for buying the record, Slow Down to Nothing, and if you haven't bought it, go out and buy it.